Hey, what's up? I am Sam, and welcome to my Brick Lab. Today, I'm going to be showing you guys my fix for the LEGO Movie Batmobile. So in order to fix the Batmobile, basically all I had to do was remove the play features. The wheels no longer transform, although the back wheels can be jacked up and down to change the Batmobile's angle. And of course, if you turn the knob on the back, the roof no longer flies off. To be honest, this was a play feature I liked, but I would have preferred it if the entire roof assembly had been able to come off. Of course, this means we now have a trunk in which Batman and Robin can store their weapons, and bat merch. I'm not going to show you a step-by-step tutorial on how to build this thing, since it mostly follows the instructions. But what I will be doing is showing you how to modify it from the instructions. So, get out your instruction book, and let's get started. So we're going to start after step 5, and at this point your model should look like this. Now what we're going to do is take some parts from bags 5 and 6, this blue pin and this red 1x2 Technic brick. And then we're just going to put them together and then slide them in place instead of that Technic axle. Now on step 7, we're going to take this 1x8 beam, this pin from bag 5 or 6, and this Technic brick again, and we're going to connect those two. Connect them to this beam, and then put them on. And then connect the whole assembly. And now on step 8, we're going to insert the rod into the beam, just like it shows in the instructions, but we're going to use one of those Technic bricks again, and just stick it on the end. And we're going to do something similar for step 9. We're just going to take the beam, insert the axle, and put that cap on the end there, that 1x2 Technic red brick, and then put the whole assembly on. Now you're going to have to do this on a flat surface because these Technic bricks aren't going to want to stay in on their own. So let's push that on, and it should all click into place. And now we can continue the model up until step 86. We're going to pick up at step 86, and on the back we want to attach the hinges exactly as it's shown in the instructions. We'll just click them on there, and this is going to be difficult unless you make sure that you push it on level. So just make sure you're lining it up carefully there, and then just there. Okay, now on the front, we're just going to take the light bluish gray halves and put them on. We're not going to worry about the other part. And then what we're going to do is take these two red bushings and we're just going to stick them on the end of each axle. And it'll help if you just pull this axle out a bit and then just push it on. Not so that it's super tight, but just so that the axle is all the way extended. And let's do the same thing here. Just push that on, then pull this out a little bit and push it down. There we go. And now let's move on to step 87. So in that step, we're going to rearrange the way these light bluish gray Technic half pins are put in. We're going to stick them on this part, just like it shows in the instructions. And we're going to stick one in between here. And we're also going to stick one here. But instead of sticking one here, we're going to just move it over to right here. And now we're going to take this little claw piece and just stick that in. And then we're going to take this assembly here and then you want to make sure that it goes in a little further than it shows in the instructions. And then, first we need to put on this flat tile here, this dark bluish gray 1x4 tile. And then we're going to just stick that piston assembly on there. And you may need to just stretch it out a bit to get it to overlap there. We're going to move to step 91 and do the same thing with the half pins on this side. We're going to stick one in that spot there. We're going to stick one between the blue pins. One here. And also one here. Now let's grab that other gray tile. And if you'll notice, I didn't put the stickers on, but if you want, you can. We're going to stick that little claw piece in there. And then again with the piston assembly, just make sure that thing is pushed in a bit. And then attach it on. And of course slide that thing forward. And we're good to go. Okay, so now at step 110, or before step 110 rather, we're going to start on the engine. So we'll take this Technic beam here, and this Technic half bushing, and just slide them together. Then we're going to put them inside the engine. Now we want to take that knob assembly that used to flip the roof off, and I shortened it a bit because I prefer the engine to be all the way inside. But if you'd like, you can leave that extra red one on. Now the only problem is, how do you get it out? And the answer is, just push it out with an axle. I don't know about you, but the first time I did that, I panicked a little. Okay, and once we have that done, what we're going to do is take that black 1x8 beam, stick the engine on it, and then put it down just like the instructions show. So at step 144, your Batmobile is complete, except for the wheels. So to make those, we'll just take this back hinge here and ratchet it down one. Then we're going to take this piece, and the 3-length axle with end stop, and we're going to put those together, and then put them on the hinge here. And then we'll do the same thing on the one behind. We'll just ratchet that down, take that 3L beam with end stop, put it on, and attach it down. And now let's put on the wheels. To do this, you just take the wheels and put them on. I feel like that's a duh moment. Alright, and after that, all you have to do is take the cones, attach them to the round plates, round tiles rather, and just stick them on the wheels. And again, you'll notice I didn't put the stickers on, but that's just me. If you want to, go ahead, because you're probably Batman. Alright, and that is your finished, customized Batmobile. In my opinion, this is a pretty good modification of the Batmobile. Of course, feel free to modify it however you wish. And again, the back wheels can still ratchet up and down to change that angle there. Anyway, I hope you were able to follow along with this. Feel free to subscribe, like, share, whatever. And stay tuned for more build tutorials.